when I tell you the scammer in me came out. He was smaller than me, like he was shorter than me, so I don't understand what he was securing. Like, I could easily, like, I'm stepping on you. It's your girl MAKIYA VONYIA, and I'm back again with another video. As y'all can tell by the title, this is the third installment of the HBCU Storytime series, and this story time is about how we got stranded at the party, child. Actually, this is gonna be like 2 story times because we got stranded twice. So if you haven't already, go ahead and click that subscribe button and that like button. If you're new here, hey, my name is MAKIYA, like I said. And if you're an OG, welcome back. I'm glad that you are here. And let's go ahead and get into this tea, okay? Okay, so the first story I'm gonna tell is about how me and my friend Taylor, if you don't know who Taylor is, you need to go watch the other 2 videos in the HBCU series. And figure out who she is, because yeah, if you haven't watched the other 2 videos, what are you doing? What are you doing? Go catch up and then come back here. So the first story time is about how me and Taylor got stranded at a party during homecoming week. So football homecoming week at HBCU is always in like October. Well, really any school is always in October around midterms. And so at our school, like the whole week there was parties. Like nobody was going to class. Like, cause I know for sure I didn't go to class. Like nothing. Like we weren't doing no homework, nothing. We was like straight partying. Like really, honestly, everything is kind of a blur. Like some details are, because like it was crazy. It was crazy. But honestly, it was one of like the most fun experiences that I ever had. And that's why I loved being at HBCU, not just because of the parties, but like it's the culture, it's the vibe that you get when you go to a HBCU and you're surrounded by people who understand you. They come from like, even though we're from different places, we all come from the same like background, the same culture, the same heritage, all that stuff, right? So this party was like, I want to say it was like the middle of homecoming week. So maybe it was like Wednesday night or Thursday night or something like that. And so a lot of the times on campus, because like none of our parties was on campus, because we didn't have like, our campus was kind of small. So it wasn't like a regular college campus where they have like the frat houses and the sorority houses. Like we didn't have that. We just had the dorms, we had the student center, and then the academic buildings. So a lot of times, all the time when there was parties, it was always off campus at like private venues and stuff like that. And so you would either have to Uber, or sometimes they would provide shuttles. Whoever was doing the party would provide a shuttle, and you just pay for it like with your ticket or whatever. Or well, no, a lot of times the shuttle was free. So this particular night, me and Taylor was going to a party. We got real cute, like real dressed up or whatever. Taylor had been talking to this guy for a couple weeks, and she had like just found out that he was talking to this other girl on campus, and she had found out who the girl was and everything. And so I'm like, girl, come on, like it's homecoming week, let's go out, let's have fun. Like basically forget that nigga, because there's no point in like, no, there's no point. Let's go hang out. So we get dressed, we get cute or whatever. I don't remember exactly what I was wearing, but I just know I was cute, like, cause I'm always cute. Anyway, so we find out like which party we was going to, because there was like several parties going on. We pick a party and we see like, oh, they got a shuttle. So we take the shuttle to we have been to the venue before, like at the beginning of the year, like, or the beginning of the semester during freshman week, and that particular venue was like super small. Like I remember it was literally like my first day on campus. They had a party that night, and it was so packed in there, y'all. Like I had on shorts, and the back of my thighs was sweating, because like everybody was in this like in this party like this, right? So we already knew like what type of venue it was, but I was like, I still want to go to this party, because the other parties was like too far away, and the Ubers was gonna be expensive, and it was just gonna be me and her. So she was like, yeah, let's go see what this party's about. I think the shuttle was already there. So we go get on the shuttle. And so as when we get on the shuttle, we like, well, since we already know what this venue is gonna be like, if this line is like too long, because normally the line would be like wrapped around the building, and they would be like trying to stuff people in this venue, like in this liberty ass club. So we already knew, like, we was already like talking to each other about like, hey, if it's too, like, if the line's too long, we're not even gonna bother waiting, because there's no point in waiting in line and then we can't even get in the club. So I was like, yeah, like that makes sense. So we'll just take the shuttle back to campus. So the shuttle finally pulls up at the venue, and we already see that the line is wrapped around. So sticking to the plan that we already said, we like, all right, we're just gonna ride the shuttle back to campus, because the shuttle's going back to campus anyway to pick up more people. Girl, we thought we was going back to campus. We thought. So the guy that was driving the shuttle, he was like, so y'all not getting off? And we was like, nah, we just gonna go back to campus. This line is too long. And, you know, it was, by this time it was already about, I think the doors opened at 10:30, and it was already about 11:30. So it's like, by the time we would have got in there, it would have been like close to 12:30, 1 o'clock. And it's like, no, there's no point in waiting. And so we were like, no, we're just gonna go back to campus. So like, when you go back to campus, we'll just go and get off there and just chill or whatever. This man says, no, you cannot ride the shuttle back to campus because we got to pick up more people, and just going on and on and on and not making no sense whatsoever. So me and Taylor look at each other. We're like, what do you mean we can't go back to campus? Like, you're driving the shuttle back to campus, right? He was like, yeah, I am, but y'all can't ride back to campus. So I'm like, what is we gonna do? Mind y'all, at the time, like I said, Ubers was like really expensive. Well, not as expensive as they are now, but back then, when I was a college student and I was broke and I had no job, shit was expensive. So like, he basically kicks us off the shuttle. It was him driving, and there was another guy like on there, I guess, for security, but he was smaller than me, like he was shorter than me, so I don't understand what he was securing. Like, I could easily, like, I'm stepping on you and I'm short. So the other guy is like, yeah, y'all gonna have to get off here because we can't take you back to campus and all this other stuff. And so we like, all right, whatever. So we get off the shuttle and we go, like, we don't even go stand in line. Like, we go stand in the parking lot, like, just trying to figure out how we're gonna get back to campus, because we didn't want to go and we didn't want to wait in the line to get in the party, because like I said, we wasn't gonna get in there till the party was almost over. I think the party was supposed to be over at like 2, so if we get in there at like 12:30, 1 o'clock, like there's no point. We've done wasted our time sitting outside. She was like, I don't worry about it, I'm gonna text one of my friends. I guess she had been talking to this other guy that had a car that didn't go to our school. She's like, I'm gonna text him and see if he'll come get us. And so I'm like, all right, whatever. So we chilling, talking, and she's texting him, and she was like, oh yeah, he said he'll come get us when he get off work. And I think he was supposed to get off work around maybe close to midnight, something like that, and his job wasn't that far away. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool, like, we'll just wait on him or whatever. So we waiting and waiting and waiting. And then there was a gas station like down the street. So I'm like, walk to the gas station, because like at this point I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, like, come on. So we go to the gas station, we get some chips and stuff, and old dude still ain't pulled up. So I'm asking Taylor where old dude is, like, where's he at? He's supposed to be coming to get us, like, what's up? So she starts calling him, and she got it on speaker, so she's calling him, and it's going straight to voicemail. Like, literally. Like, you know how sometimes, like, you call somebody and, you know, it ring a couple times and then go to voicemail? No. It's going straight to voicemail. Like, either his phone died or he blocked him. So I'm like, oh, like, what is going on? Like, what's up? So she's like, I don't know, like, I don't know why the call's not going through. Like, she's texting him, and then when she texts him, she's like, my messages just went green. Now, you know, when your messages go green, somebody done blocked you. 9 times out of 10, unless they phone die. I don't know. Does your message turn green when your phone die? Because, I don't know. I'm thinking he done blocked you. I'm like, did he block you? And she was like, I don't know. She trying to call him, going straight to voicemail, texting him, messages going green. So I'm like, well, what are we finna do? Because we're going to have to figure out how to get back to campus. And we didn't know anybody else at the party that was at that party. So it wasn't like we could have just been like, hey, can you give us a ride, or can we ride with y'all? All this stuff. Because we came by ourselves. I'm like, I don't know what we're going to do. So at this point, we walked back over to where the party was. It's like, it was in this plaza. And in the middle of the plaza, there was like some steps. So we sitting on the steps. I'm on the Uber app, child. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I was broke. Like, I was broke. I think I had maybe $5 to my name. And that's embarrassing because don't ever go outside with no money. So, but the parties used to be free. Like, you just had to like RSVP online. So that's why it was like cool with going out, because the shuttle's free. And the part to get in the party was free, I think. Unless you wanted to skip the line, then you had to pay. So, or it depended on the venues. So I'm sitting here like, sis, I ain't got no money for the Uber. Like, the Uber is gonna be like, I think the Uber was like $20 something to get back to campus. And she was like, I don't got that much money either. Like, what is we gonna do? When I tell you, the scammer in me came out, because I'm sitting here like, all right, we about to figure something out. Like, I'm trying to sign up on multiple Uber accounts, because if you do your little referral code, it'll give you like $10 off your Uber ride or something like that. So like, I'm trying to figure this out. Like, she's like texting her brother, I think, trying to see if he'll send us some money, or send her some money so we can get an Uber, like all types of stuff. So finally, I ended up finding a code that works, and she ended up getting like $10 or something from her brother, and we put that together and got us an Uber ride and got our asses back to campus. So yeah, so that was the first time I was ever stranded at a party.